Hey, what's up, YouTube? So, I'm gonna go ahead and show you a pointer tip on how to craft medical tools. So this is gonna be a tutorial on how to craft stems and how to do things a lot quickly to get you on your way to becoming a master medic or a master doctor. So let's get started. You're basically gonna want to have a couple of food and chemical crafting tools, preferably one with tool effectiveness of 10 and plus. You're going to be seeing some that may be 1495. That is basically the maximum these things could do. I'm not sure. Maybe you can actually push them to do even more, but I don't know. For now, let's just say 1044 is a minimal good tool to use to craft. Alright, so let's close that back up. And you're going to want to stand or sit next to a food chemical public crafting station, or if you have one of your own, better, because public ones don't really have a rating. They just tell you that the tool effectiveness is 25 and the complexity is also 25. So it gives you a good standard experimentation rating. The ones that you might want to get from a master architect definitely will be better rating than just 25. So let's just go ahead and get into the crafting and enough talking. So you're going to want to double click on the crafting station and it'll bring up the menu for the crafting tool. So let's just go ahead and start making a whole bunch of these biological effect controllers. Now this is going to be the standard tool along with the liquid suspension when making the B stems and A stems. So let's go ahead and make a couple. So I'm just going to go ahead, click anywhere on the box and just click enter. Press enter on your keyboard. So being that it didn't go through, let me click the box again, and as you can see, pressing enter will make it go forward. I'll go ahead and press enter again, press enter, and it's going to give me three options: either to create a manufacturing schematic, create a prototype which just finalizes the product that I want made, or experiment. Now there's going to be certain types of experimentation depending on how far you got on your profession. The first thing you're going to want to do, instead of experimenting on charges, which means that you're going to get more quantity of this biological effect controller, you're going to want to do experimental effectiveness. So let's go ahead and experiment on that. As you can see, the attempt was successful. So let's go ahead and press enter, press enter, press enter one more time, and it finishes. So let's go ahead and try this one more time, but quicker. So just so you get a picture of what I'm trying to do. See, it didn't take me no more than less than a few seconds just to craft that. So if you was to do this simultaneously a lot, being that you have maybe 6 crafting tools or more, you're able to make enough biological effect controllers to get what you need done, which either could be stems or I don't know, whatever the heck you want to make. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to make the next thing, the chemical duration mechanism. So this is going to be the module that's going to supply me to make the B stems. As you can see, the resources that I have is pretty much cheap, so I don't have much to work with. Now I'm going to make one liquid suspension just to cut this video short. I'm going to want to experiment. Finish it just by pressing enter. It's a breeze. It shouldn't take you long to just do this. You know, people say that clicking can be a pain, but I can save you that time and trouble just by doing that. You don't even need a macro. I don't know, there's people that use a macro, but I don't need to. I could just do this simple without doing a macro. Now, when making the B stim packs, you're putting together the biological effect controller, the chemical duration release mechanism, and the liquid suspension in one. Now, there are some people that want to go ahead and experiment on the charges. Now, what this does, when you're doing experimental charges, this is just only going to raise the quantity of stems that you have, which is going to be the default number is 18. But if you experiment on experimental effectiveness, the health damage and action damage heal is going to be a lot better than just 165. So let me go ahead and show you this. It's going to go ahead and do all of them at once. As you can see, it went from 165 to 217, and just to max it out, I'll use my last point. 226 is my final number. So let's just go ahead and click it. Now let's just say that I want to mass produce this in a factory. Now, if I know a friend that can actually lend me a factory, or if I have one of my own, I can create a manufacturing schematic, and it will make me a blueprint so I can add it into the factory, and as well add the resources that I need to make it. Being that I have enough of each, I can actually go ahead and produce maybe 300 to 400 bee stems. Now, you're going to really need 300 to 400 just to get Schematic. So this is going to be enough to just make Schematic. Now, depending on how much you heal, you probably might want to use 600 stems. Do check out the tutorial on how to get Schematic, and you'll basically get the knowledge of how I'm getting this. So I'm just going to go ahead and create the prototype and finish this up. So I just basically showed you how to craft items less than a second. It doesn't take that long, you know. It's just all in the tips and fingers. And this basically gives you all the organic chemistry in less than 4 hours. And it also gives you enough, if you make a lot of the stems by hand, it'll give you the doctor crafting in no time. I basically capped, just by making the stems that I needed to get Master Doctor, I was able to cap Organic Chemistry 4 and cap Intermediate Doctor Medicine Crafting. So that's basically it. You know, guys, thank you for watching. Do rate, subscribe, let me know. And if you don't get the entirety of this video, definitely check out the tutorial on how to become a Master Medic and how to become a Master Doctor. Thanks for watching. I'll be making more of these videos pretty soon. So until then, see you then. See you soon.